Our art project today is inspired by the book Inside Cat, written and illustrated by Brendan Wenzel. We're going to be drawing a cat today. The supplies that you need are a sheet of paper. Mine's a 6x6. You'll need oil pastels, scissors, glue, and just a little bit of scratch white paper. I'll show you what we're going to do with that in just a moment. First, grab your black oil pastel and let's start drawing. We're going to use shapes to draw our cat. Let's start with the eyes. We're going to draw 2 large circles towards the center of our paper. Notice I didn't get mine perfectly circular or perfectly the same size the first time, which is just fine. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. I'm going to add the pupil or the black part to the center of the eye and a triangle for the nose. My triangle goes down for the nose. For the ears, the triangle goes up. Notice how I let it just go right off the paper. So I can see the ears, but like the little tips are coming off the paper. All right, we're going to start by coloring in. We're going to be using texture in this process. This is showing how something might feel in artwork. So I'm going to be drawing the eyes as smooth as I can. I want them to look like the smooth part of our eye or a cat's eye. Notice I'm going to start with blue here. I'm coloring it in pretty solid. I'm trying not to go over the black too much because I don't want to smear it. Oil pastels blend together beautifully, but that also means that they can smudge each other when we don't mean for them to. So we're going to color it carefully. We don't have to press down hard, but you might want to go over it to make sure you can get all the white out. Remember, we're trying to make this look really smooth, like a glassy eye. So we're going to go over it smoothly and solidly. The fun thing about oil pastels is you can layer them. A lot of us have eyes that aren't just one color. The same is true for cats. So I'm going to go over it with some green now, and I'm going to add the second kind of deep color to it. You can go back and forth between the green and the blue, layering it as many times as you would like. Have fun with that. And then let's color in the black part, the pupil of the eye. All right, we're ready to start with the fur. Let's grab 3 colors. We're gonna color together and then you guys are gonna have a choice at the end how to finish off your cat. I have gray, brown, and black. I'm gonna start with the lightest color, which would be gray. Right around the eye, the hair is gonna be the shortest, so we're gonna start with these small little lines. To show the viewer that the hair is really short. It also helps us control right around that black. Again, we don't want to smear it unless we're doing it on purpose. So we want to go slowly around the edges so that we can get around the eyes, show that this is that soft, fine hair that's right around the eyes. And then as we get further away from the eye, the fur is going to get longer. And I'm also going to have it curved just a little because I want my cat to look like it's fluffy and soft. So I'm going to add these long curved lines further up the ears and down the face. We're going to do everything with the gray first, but notice I'm not trying to get rid of all the white like I did on the eyes. This is showing a different texture. This is showing the fur texture versus the texture of the eye, which was more smooth. All right, so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to layer brown, and then on the top of that, we're going to layer black. We're going to use these same long strokes with our oil pastel to create this fluffy look. You're going to get to decide after we've done all 3 layers what color you want your cat to be. So go ahead and add your gray, your brown, and your black. And on the last layer, when we're done with all 3 of those, we're going to choose. If you would like your cat to look more gray, I want you to pick up your gray oil pastel. Maybe you want him to be more brown, we can do brown. Or if you want him to look a little more black, you would choose black now. I've gone over mine with the gray, and here's where the magic happens. This last and final layer, this will be the 4th time we've colored over the fur on our cat. This last layer is going to help all of these colors start to blend together. We'll still see the individual colors. We're not trying to make it completely smooth, but we do want to kind of have that dominant color over everything. Just for fun, let me show you what it might look like if I wanted my cat to be more brown. How about if it's more black? Here's what it would look like if it's more black. We started all 3 with the same layers, right? We did the gray, the brown, the black, and just with that little bit of choice at the end of which color we end with, we can see that we can get these different colors fur with our cat. All right, let's not forget the nose. Color it in brown. Again, we could layer. Let's add a little bit of pink on top just to give it a little more depth and interest to the color of this. All right, it's kind of bugging me that my cat is two different colors right now. So I'm going to go back and add black to the other side. All right, once we're done with the coloring, we're ready to add the whiskers. I'm just going to cut some straight lines from my paper and glue them on around the nose. If they're a little long, you could trim them, but I think it's kind of cool to have them sticking off the edge too. And there we have it, inside cat. Thanks for drawing with me today. I'll see you back here next time in the art room.